Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about some Scarlet Violet, some Pokemon, a state of the market, and we're going to talk about some things that I think has people a little bit worried, right? I know prices have went down quite a bit for Scarlet and Violet. The brand new set, a lot of people are not too excited about. It's kind of lackluster to me, but that's to each his own, right? Some people love it. And I know prices, especially on the Miriam, the biggest hit card right now in the entire English set for Scarlet and Violet has went down like roughly 25%, which is quite a lot for that card, right? I think the biggest and most expensive card in the English side is like 60 bucks. And that is not that much in the scheme of things when you're paying about 150-ish for a booster box. So not as exciting. It doesn't mean this stuff can't go up in the future. Generally, the first release for a new generation does not do that great. So I don't think a lot of people should be freaking out about that. Enjoy the cards. Just enjoy it right now. Pokemon always knows how to crush it, right? There's a lot of things that's coming down the pipe. We got Paldea, Evolve, Clayburst, a lot of stuff coming down. We have Pokemon 151 set, a lot of great, exciting stuff. But yeah, not a lot of stuff in Scarlet and Violet right now at the moment that I'm very, very excited about. I do like the new borders, right? I like the new borders. I've heard quality control has gotten a little bit better, I believe, at least with centering from what I've seen. I think the cards still chip a little bit, or they come out the pack kind of chip because they have the silver borders, but we all know that Japanese style Pokemon, right, with the silver borders is awesome, and everyone really loves them. They look really nice. I'm really happy with the change, and I think Pokemon is going in the right direction. But also what I want to talk about, right, is that just because the prices are going down now, it's nothing really to worry about and jump out there and try to sell everything you have. I think Pokemon, over the span of its existence, like you old people, right, you crusty people like myself, I've been out there for a very long time, XY era, black and white base. I've had Charizards galore, right, which I don't have anymore because we traded and gave them all away and stuff like that. But back in the early days, a lot of those sets, if you look back at how cheap that stuff was, like Charizards were like 20 bucks, right? It probably cheaper than that. And it was really nothing. It was super cheap if we could go back to those times. But still, right, when we look at a booster box, and a lot of that stuff crashed, even up to the earlier days, 2016, we could start looking at like Phantom Forces and Ancient Origins and Roaring Skies and all that stuff as well. A lot of those sets went up in value, and then they crashed. They crashed really hard. They started going back up. They stabilized. They kind of looked boring for a little bit. You got bored. And then eventually a lot of these sets took off. And it usually happens with sealed product, especially like when it goes to a new generation. For example, we just left Sword and Shield. So what do you think sets like Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars is going to do over the long run? I mean, Evolving Skies is a grail of a set. You have Rayquaza, you have all of the evolutions. The boxes went up close to $400 right now. It is a crazy set. And in my eyes, it's much better than a lot of older sets, right? There's a lot of older sets which were not that great, but it's just like hitting a small pothole, a small blip in the road. When you look at the chart and you see over time, right, you see a print run, or you see, a box coming down in value and going back up, or the box wasn't that great, the hits weren't that great, whatever it may be, you may not remember all of that, right? If you take a hiatus, if you fast forward, 10, 15 years into the future, you're going to forget that some of these sets like Darkness Ablaze were not that great. You're still going to want to open it because it's sealed, it's old, and guess what? It's still going to be expensive. It'll go up in value, and people love to buy stuff that just costs more money. It makes it more desirable. And right now, I'm taking this opportunity also to look at some other older cards in the market, like e-readers and stuff like that, some things I've been wanting to buy for a very long time. So I'm not really mad at some of the new stuff I'm not too excited for in the Scarlet Violet set. There is some great things in there, but once again, if you continue to look on the Japanese side, the same cards are still crazy expensive, and we know it's manipulated, right? A lot of those cards on the Japanese side are manipulated. It doesn't mean you can't realize the gains, right? You can still sell the product and make the money, but if you have unrealized gains and you want to sell some product, sell some product. Lately, what I've been doing, just myself, right? I've been trading a lot of cards. I went to a small card show recently, traded off a bunch of stuff, and trading some Japanese Pikachus and some other stuff, and just trying to expand my collection and see what's worthy of grading, or I just want to have in my collection a bunch of older shining cards and stuff like that. And as we switch gears just for a few seconds, right, I don't talk about Metazoo a lot anymore. And it's not that I don't like it. I just have slowed down on collecting and buying a ton of it, right? Because I had a lot of it. And honestly, I'm heavy on Pokemon, One Piece, Dragon Ball. So I'm trying to diversify my collection. But I still have a ton of, these are all Kickstarter cards. And we all know, if you like Metazoo, at one time, these were very, very, very expensive cards. If you had anything Kickstarter, and I've been trying to trade these as well. And the crazy thing with these is, like, I got nobody hitting me up. Nobody wants to trade for the Metazoo cards. So I know I'm going to have some people on here to say, I told you so. Like, Metazoo is not doing that great. I'm pretty sure I could get some buyers. I did have some offers. People try to buy these cards, but I'm really just trying to trade, man. So if any of you out there actually are looking for Metazoo and you want some Kickstarter, some decent 8 to PSA 10s, I have them on deck. I got some good stuff, full holo, reverse holo, trading it for Pokemon. I'm not asking for a lot, but I'm trying to boost that collection. So let me know. I don't even care. Scarlet, Violet, I'll trade for that as well. I'm cool with that. I love cracking packs. I'm addicted. I'm a fiend. I'm a pack fiend. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all like this content, just subscribe, like it, drop a comment. I'll get back to you. You can always hit me up on invest_daily21. If you see some cards on there on my Instagram as well, if you want to trade for something, just hit me up, right? I have references. I've done lots of high dollar trades, mid-level trades, and just hit me up anytime, right? I love to chat and we can talk about it. We can work a trade. We can work a deal. I'll buy stuff from you. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in, and I'll be back soon with another video, and I'll see y'all later. Out.